I'm proud to introduce a car that we expect to be a game changer in the Indian automotive market and beyond, around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, the Renault Kwid.
Rocking over beats and breaks by Kid Stretch.
Renault Kwid, the name, it inspires curiosity and a desire to discover new horizons.
It offers a unique combination of style, comfort, and innovative features at an affordable price.
When you look at the front of Renault Kwid, you can see the headlights that recall the new lighting signature with a C shape.
It's a compact outside, ideal in all traffic conditions. And it is generous inside with a welcoming interior and room for 5 people.
The clean lines of the dashboards with its digital instrumentation cluster and chrome surround air vents reinforce this feeling. And the horizontal lines of the dashboard create a greater perceived width in the interior.
Once comfortably seated, you can enjoy connected technologies thanks to our multimedia sat-nav system called MediaNav. MediaNav includes a radio Bluetooth technology and comes with a 7-inch screen, unique in this segment. Based on Renault's recognized expertise in engine technology, its fuel efficiency is among the best in class in India.
With Renault Kwid, we have made an attractive, innovative and affordable SUV.
Renault Kwid offers an outstanding list of features for a selling price in India of between 3 and 4 lakhs, depending on your choice of options.
The Renault philosophy, which began of small cars behind the Iron Curtain with Dacia, especially the Logan, has now progressed to a new way in India, especially where the fortune is made at the bottom of the pyramid. And who knows better than talk about fortunes at the bottom of the pyramid than Carlos Ghosn himself. Welcome to India, Mr. Ghosn.
Thank you.
And very significant development on the same philosophy as I mentioned about the Dacia, the Logan which we saw in India. That frugal engineering which you always mention, and that is seeing expression in a beautiful way in India.
Yeah.
How long do you think you'll be able to translate that same thing? Product-wise, you are great, but the soft science of selling the car in India is a different thing.
No, you're totally right. Today we have 1.5% market share with the Renault brand in India. It's far from our ambitions. Our ambition is to first establish a milestone at 5% market share. For this, we need products. We need a good cover of the market in India. So far, the product offer we have covers barely 50% of the market in India. This segment, Kwid, is coming on a segment which by itself represents 25% of the market in India. So with the introduction of Kwid, we're going to be at 75% coverage. Hopefully, you're going to have more products in increasing this coverage. Second, you need very competitive products. And Kwid will be competitive. And base of competitiveness is the fact that the platform is based in India and the localization of the car is top level. 97% of the parts are local.
I want to, tongue-in-cheek, I'm going to ask you because it's Kwid and in the Latin and the English language. Is there a quid pro quo when you get this car here across?
No, I don't think so. I think there is no quid pro quo about this car. This car is very clear. It's a car which is going to be extremely competitive. In fact, we have 2 main competitors in this segment, and let the consumer choose.
Important thing which we spoke about over there, that Renault as a brand has to go beyond just the French essence of where it comes from. It has to do more. You have got a rollicking success with the Duster, but the Duster has never transcended itself from that product to the other Renault products in India. How will you do that brand enhancement which is needed?
Well, this is, a learning experience in every country and every market. I don't think you can transpose your success from one market to the other. You have to learn your way to success in every market, and India is not an exception, particularly that the Indian market, as you know, is complex. It's a market which requires a lot of experience and a lot of knowledge of the Indian consumer. We're getting there. It's taking some time, but we're getting there. And hopefully, after the success of the Duster, another important success like the Kwid is going to give us more confidence to proceed, to continue, and to develop and bring the best that Renault has to offer to the Indian market.
How do you try and discern and keep the Renault and the Nissan brands separate in essence, in character, in delivery?
Well, I don't have to make a lot of efforts, because I can tell you the French designers and the French product planners have a completely different way of looking at things than the Japanese designers and the Japanese product planners. So I don't have to make a lot of efforts to keep them separate. They're doing a great job by remaining separate. We have many, many cars built on the same platform and still with a completely different flavor for the consumer. So I'm not worried about any confusion between the brands.
I know that you are a great champion of looking at the low-cost methodologies employed in India in different walks of life. And you have seen that, and a lot of things is also transcended onto this car as well. Like, for instance, the single wiper, the 3-bolt anchoring of the wheels, a lot of these things. How much have you gone on this frugal engineering way, even when you try to go ahead and look at inculcating educative measures for your people down the line on the field?
We have a team which have been working on this car and on this platform, and it's based in Chennai. It's made by Indian engineers, French engineers, and Japanese engineers. And these people, particularly the French engineer and the Japanese engineers, are going to come back to their home market, and they're going to bring with them all this experience. And that's why I'm very confident that this experience is going to be shared with other products for other markets.
Going away from India and going across to something else happening elsewhere in the world, a lot of autonomous cars are coming in. Do you think that going ahead we'll have not just mainstream component makers and technology providers like Bosch and whatnot who collaborate on making cars, but you also have guys like Apple and Samsung and Google? Do you think ever seeing a synergy between car companies and this sort of electronic digital guys?
No, I don't think there are going to be synergies. I think you're going to have cooperations, you're going to have collaborations, because we are not looking at the same thing. It's like the difference between the supplier of the auto industry and the auto industry by itself. Suppliers bring a lot of technology, bring a know-how, support car makers, and at the same time they have their own goals. I think all the outsiders coming to develop driverless cars or trying to develop other kind of cars are mainly here for other objectives. They want to develop softwares, they want to make sure that they control applications, which makes us all looking for the same thing, how to satisfy better the customer in different ways. We're bringing the car, and some of these suppliers are bringing or component of the car, or how to make the car a little bit more comfortable for the user.
My last question to you, and it's very close to my heart, and I'm sure it's Formula One. You said today something that the car industry is got to be very patient. But how patient could you be with no successes in Formula One?
Well, in the case of Formula One, you have to be very, very patient. Well, in Formula One, Renault has won for many years the championship. For the moment, and as you know, we don't have our own team, so we are collaborating with other teams, which means it's a kind of team effort. But you don't go for Formula One just to fill up the group. I mean, you go to win. But it's a competition also. That means you have to accept from time to time that you don't win. But as long as you use this in order to rebound, you're in a good shape.
Thank you, Carlos Ghosn. It's a pleasure, because I think that if anyone needs to succeed in India, I like the Renault and the Nissan brands.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.